Let's see what's going on in the gearbox garage today. So we have a lot of stuff to do here, but I want to show you guys a little update of what's been going on here. We got lots of car stuff, and currently we got Drew Super finally back after being in the body shop for like 4 months. Somebody hit him. One of our neighbors actually hit him on the side when she was on her phone backing up. It was like the worst thing ever. But we got the Super back, and I think he's doing a new downpipe here. So we got the sweet JZ motor right here. Beautiful. It's always good to have the Super back. But today we're working on this bad boy right here because we need to get brakes right on here, and I'm super excited to finally get the brakes on. We did the suspension last, and I'm currently working on the rear end. So we got the rear end. I kind of screwed up though. Don't tell anybody, but I'm gonna go ahead and fix this screw. We got the Ford 9-inch rear end mocked up. Still have to do a lot. Bryce is going to come next week. I'll probably show you that video the following week, so we'll go ahead and see. But we got the 68 fastback here, ready to do the brakes. Let's check out the rest of the driveway here. We got Drew's McLaren sitting pretty right next to the Cobra. I'm going to take this out, and we got my dirty ass Shelby GT500. I really need to clean this thing, but just have not had the time. And then we got Drew's Mustang underneath the car cover, his new daily, and then we have Will's Mustang chilling out right there. But today we're finally getting the brakes on, and I got some beautiful Willwood brakes. Let's check them out. And I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to install them today. The goal here is to get brakes on just the front end. We're just gonna get the front end, maybe the brake booster. I've never really done brakes outside of just the caliper and brakes itself. I've never done the brake lines, I've never done the brake booster, connecting everything and everything like that. So it's a learning experience. We're gonna go in and tackle it like we've been doing throughout the full project. We're gonna get the job done, and we're gonna get the Coyote right inside this classic. So with all that being said and done, I got all of the boxes right. You can check it out right there. But basically, I'm going to be doing a full unboxing. I haven't even seen what's in there. Once when we get all the parts, we'll go ahead and do the installation. But let's get the boxes right out of the classic. I've already started just a little bit, but I've not gone too far. Let's go ahead and open up and see what we have here. From Willwood brakes. These are the red calipers, which this is something I am super excited about because it's going to contrast so well here with the classic. But one cool thing that I also have here to compare with is that we also have these nice black Willwood brakes as well. Let me unbox these and show you guys how cool these are, and I will have the ability to swap out if I wanted to. Very tough choice. Do I go with red or do I go with black? I mean, I do have the black wheels, the black cars, and the black rotor, so this will be like a quadruple black type deal, but I kind of want something to contrast here with the classic, and I think these red ones are going to look really nice. We also have the box with all of the bearings, all of the seals, all of the hardware needed to install the full brake system. So I'm gonna leave this be here for the installation. Don't really need this. Then we have some more of the rotors here, lots of stickers. Willwood really hooks it up with a whole bunch of stickers here, and I believe these are the brackets for the calipers, which is going to be really nice. I really like this painted, I don't know if this is aluminum or steel, I don't know what it is, but this high quality paint is gonna look really good, especially with that black. And here they just have a bunch more stickers. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with all these. Looks like we also have the instructions right here. Then right here we have the brake pads, which these look pretty small. I really wanna see how they will perform, but brake pads are brake pads. As long as they stop, that's all that matters. Here we have the hub assembly right here. Really nice billet aluminum, and it just shines in the sun here. Very high construction, as you guys could see. Can't take this cap off, but once when we get into the install, this will look really nice with the full wheel assembly. I did open these up here. I don't know if these are supposed to be rotors or what. I've never seen anything like this. They do look like drilled and slotted rotors, but I don't know if these are going to be the ones I'm going to be installing. But I do have 2 of these things here, and then I also have some more in the other boxes, so let's go ahead and check them out. Moving on to the second box here, we have some rotor adapters. It seems like more hardware, brake pads, and then these are the rear disc brakes with the red one, which I really like. These red calipers, every single time I look at them, it just makes me fall more and more in love. But I think right here we got the main rotors, which let's go ahead and unbox and check these bad boys out. This is what I was looking for here. Don't know entirely sure what was in that other box. We'll go ahead and look into it, but this is the full rotor hub wheel assembly that we have here. Look how nice. With the black colors, with the black wheels and the red calipers, I think they're gonna look really nice. Let me put these 2 actually together. Look at how nice this is gonna be. Just mocked up in my hand here, looks pretty dope. So now that we have pretty much all of the unboxing, let's check out to see what's in the other boxes there, which I think is gonna be the brake booster and the rest of the brake accessories, but this thing is gonna look so cool. So that's everything in the box. Now what we're gonna do is an installation. Hopefully it goes through very smoothly. Let's get right into it. So I do have the instructions from Woolwood. Hopefully everything goes very smoothly. It looks pretty straightforward, and I should honestly read the instructions before I even do the unboxing. But these are in fact the correct rotors here. I've never seen this type. This is gonna be my first time doing these types of rotors. So I am just gonna follow this and see how it goes and get these brakes installed. It does look like the first step we need to do is install the caliper bracket. That's what we'll start off here with first. We got the caliper bracket installed pretty easy. One bolt right here, and then there's a bolt right here that sticks out right there. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and assemble the rotor. Now, I've never done a rotor like this here, but I just looked over the instructions. It looks pretty simple. We need to get this adapter and put it here, bolted all done. That's what I'll be doing and showing you guys right now. I bolted on the adapter to the rotor with all of these 8 Torque Spitz T40s. Now that we have the rotor now that actually looks like a legit rotor, let's go on to the next step. Next here is the hub here, which looks really nice. This has a screw off, which is way better than the little pop off where you need the screwdriver, but this aluminum, brushed aluminum, looks so beautiful. Let's go ahead and put the lug studs right on. So on this wheel adapter, they do have 2 fixings that you can adjust to, the 5x4.5 and 5x4 3/4. My specific wheels is the 5x4.5, so I will be doing the inside holes. And I got my lug nuts here. We need to torque these down to 77 foot-pounds of torque. So let's go inside, get my wheel, and torque these lug nuts down. So this is the only way that I know how to torque these down to 77 foot-pounds. So I'm gonna put it in the wheel, which fits perfectly. The 5x4.5 is the bolt pattern for my wheels here. I'm gonna put it right in, torque it down to 77 foot-pounds. She's torqued down to 77 foot-pounds. Let's go install this on the rotor. Now the next fun thing here is the wheel bearings. Time to get a little bit messy here. We are doing the outer bearing. I need to pack this with some grease. After that, we'll hit it with the grease seal, the bearing seal right behind it. That's when we get that, we'll attach this to the rotor. Now this is where things start to get really messy. I finally figured out how to pack a grease or wheel bearing. I finally YouTubed it. Doing a lot better. I didn't really know how to do it previously, but basically you just go in a scooping formation until all that grease gets right in there. Alright, now that we got the bearing all packed up, I did grease up a little bit inside. We're going to drop the bearing, and then we will grab the seal and punch it right in. Make sure it's lined up just a tad bit. Got myself a rubber hammer and just pound this sucker right in. Bearing seated and this full hub assembly with the lug studs here, as well as the rotor all put together. Now what we're gonna do is put this and attach it right on top, so that now we have a full-on hub right here. We finally got it all pieced together. Look how sick this looks. The drilled and slotted rotors with the nice aluminum, the black. This full assembly just looks so badass here. Cannot wait to see how it's gonna look like mounted. But from here on out, basically we're going to put it right on the spindle and then close it up with the outer bearing with the nut and then the cap. And then we'll go ahead and put the calipers right on. Fits like a glove. Moves freely and it doesn't wobble. I think we got it right on the dot. Now that we have the full bearing assembly put on, let's put the cap, screw right on. Let's work on the calipers. Look at this. This looks so nice here. Finally on the full suspension, and I love the black and the aluminum. That's probably my favorite feature about this. Super easy install. These instructions were honestly spot on here. Now that we have that, it should just be 2 bolts right behind here for the calipers. So let me go ahead and just finish up this project and we'll see how it looks like fully assembled. Now for the final piece, we're gonna slip the brake pads right on top, close her up with a pin, and look at the final result. And this is the end result. We got the full assembly finally together. It spins freely and works just fine, at least to my knowledge. But I did notice right away that I'm gonna need an alignment really bad and fix my steering. But that is gonna come on another time once when I actually drop the car here. But look how nice these look. I love the red Willwood calipers contrasting here with the black rotors, as well as the aluminum cover here. This full setup looks so badass with the full black car, and I cannot wait to get this. Let me go ahead and do the driver's side, and then I'm gonna show you guys the full result. Guys, I just finished the passenger side and the driver's side brakes. I am so excited to finally see some huge progress on the build here. As you guys have seen, this is what we've been working on the passenger side, just so I could show you guys a little bit better. But check out the driver's side as well. This is what I've been dreaming of for the longest time. I cannot believe how far we've come from the complete disassembly to the full conversion. And now technically we could put the wheels on, which I'm really wanting to do right now. And actually what I will do, I'm gonna grab my two front wheels and get them right on, just so I could see how the rotors and brakes will look like through the spokes of the wheel. So let me go ahead and grab my wheel and put these right on. And check this out, we finally got the wheel on, and the black on aluminum on black on red looks so sick. But one of the things that I've noticed right away is that my alignment is out a bunch here. I might also need custom wheels because this is actually sitting way more inside of the wheel well than it was before. But this, no matter what, is huge progress here. With the wheel spinning right here, you can also see the red wheel would just stand out so much. I'm super happy we went with the red ones instead of the black ones, because all black might have just been too much in my opinion here, especially with the black car. We got also the brake booster right here, which I'm not entirely sure because the brake booster is kind of more inside of the center. I need to see if the Coyote Motor is gonna fit here. I might have to relocate this little guy right here to the right hand side. Feels good to have the wheels back on finally after 3 months it was. And now we got to get the rear on. I kind of messed up on the rear. I'm fixing that. Probably be on the next video here with the Classic, but we just have to weld on some new brackets, and then this rear will go up along with the brakes itself. Once when I get the rear brakes on as well, then I can create the brake lines to basically sync all of the brakes, bleed it out, and then we should be good with the braking system. Surprisingly, very easy to put all this straight through. All of the instructions for Willwood was pretty straightforward, but man, I cannot believe we actually gotten this far. Now I need to finish up my motor. Let me go ahead and show you the Coyote Motor. So here's the Coyote Motor right behind me. It's almost done here. One of the things I kind of messed up on is I didn't have a donor Coyote when I started this. I literally built this motor from the ground up with absolutely nothing. So I'm trying to gather all of the accessories, all of those small pieces, but they're super hard to find, and getting parts from Ford is literally a fortune. So I'm trying my best to finish this up. If you have a Coyote Motor and some spare parts laying around that you want to go ahead and hit me up, please. I'm interested in literally everything. I need every single piece of hardware, all of the pulleys. I need a lot of the hardware to put the stuff together. Coyote Motor is coming along. I want to show you Drew's doing a K20 swap, which he's doing right next to the Classic here. Here's the motor. He just got the full motor all buttoned up, all finished here. This kind of looks like a half of a V8, like it's missing this side here, but we got a 4-cylinder. This thing is supposed to be making some crazy power and should be a very fun build. So let's go ahead and check to see what Drew's doing on his end. I also do have to connect the steering here, which probably will be one of the next one as well. I need to put the motor in to get the steering done. So you never know if the exhaust is gonna get in the way or not. Everything here is looking really good and we're making lots of progress, but super happy, man. Look at that. That's the far end version of the Classic, and you could see that wheel is just sticking in so much more inside. I kind of wanted to get some custom 19-inch wheels anyways, but these 18s are looking good. All right, guys, and that just does it about here with the brakes. I'm super happy to finally get them installed here. Now we got to finish the rear and finish the lines. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe down below. See you guys on the next one.